I swore I'd never cruise again after my family took a vacation on a giant cruise ship, and it was our worst vacation ever. So what am I doing here in France on the Rhone River on a Viking longship? In this video, I'm going to share my honest impression as a skeptical first-time riverboat cruiser of the food, the excursions, and overall, what you can expect. Check-in on the Viking longship was super easy. People were welcoming us out on the sidewalk before we even got to the boat. And then, once we showed our passports, they showed us into the restaurant where lunch was waiting. And I think we're already off to a great start. Cheers. Our ship, the Viking Buri, is named after the first god of Norse mythology. Designed for mostly fit travelers, the ship's grand atrium staircase was the main access to the dining and lounge areas from our cabin. Due to a knee injury, I really appreciated the small elevator that can only hold 2 or 3 people at a time. We had no issues with connecting our own devices to the ship's internet, but there are 2 onboard computers. After we had lunch, we got our first impression of the room that would be our home for the next 8 days. It's pretty much exactly as pictured on the Viking website. A couple of sweet robes and a very comfortable looking bed. And then we go out on the balcony where we have a bird's eye view of the river. Looks pretty good. After boarding the ship, we had some free time, so we decided to visit one of Avignon's most famous landmarks, the bridge, or Pont d'Avignon. This historic location was just steps away from the ship. And yeah, I did the little dance that I learned as a kid in French class. While the optional trips were tempting, we found that doing our own thing in the afternoons, while signing up for the included morning excursions, was just the right mix for us. So we thought we were going on a cruise to sail in comfort past the beautiful sights of Europe, and we woke up to a wall. It is 1 inch from the boat, and we're not moving. I think we're going through a lock. And here's what it looks like from the terrace as we are going through the lock. It's pretty cool to get up early when hardly anyone else is up and have your morning coffee. The Viking Cruise includes a free excursion every day. And in the town of Arles, we focused on the Roman ruins and walking in the footsteps of Vincent van Gogh. The walking tours required a moderate fitness level, but there are options for those who want a faster or slower pace. The Roman amphitheater is UNESCO World Heritage and still in use for the local version of bullfighting. And yes, Van Gogh painted that, and many other famous works at other locations here in Arles. We visited the site of the house where he painted his famous sunflowers, and cut off his ear, and the hospital where he recovered. Next morning, we were back in the walled city of Avignon for the Pope's Palace. Popes lived here briefly in the 1300s, but the massive building was stripped of its papal treasures over the centuries as a military base, except for a few painted rooms that remain. The rest is filled with a modern art installation. Our walking tour of the town included the food hall. Viking allows you to bring local food on board with no wine corkage fee, but we saw no need to do that with so much food and drink being served on the ship. Okay, let's talk about the food. I give it 5 stars and more. It was amazing to sit down 3 times a day for beautifully plated meals served to us like we were royalty by the amazingly kind staff. To be honest, my least favorite meal was the special dinner for the specialties of the Provence region that was served buffet style, and that seemed very stressful, not only for the passengers, but for the crew who struggled to keep the buffet dishes full while the passengers were lining up and they were trying to clear the plates at the same time. The quarters are a little bit tight for that kind of activity. I much preferred to sit down for the plated 3-course meals. There are no assigned seats. The terrace was our favorite place to dine, but getting a table there for just 2 or 4 people was competitive, and sometimes we ended up in the more formal dining room. We felt boxed in at the long tables and preferred to join the smaller groups by the windows. Each night, the onboard chef explained the regional dishes with plenty of choices for vegetarians and meat eaters. We couldn't say no to the classic desserts. Beer and wine is included with meals. Our travel agent added the silver spirits package to our reservation at no charge, so premium wine and even my husband's Diet Coke was included. As early risers, we also appreciated the 24-hour espresso machine. It pays to get up early on the Viking Buri because at 6:35 in the morning, we're the only ones here for breakfast. And what a breakfast! With pastries from the beautiful buffet and freshly prepared egg dishes from the menu, we were all set for another included morning excursion along the Rhone River. As first-time cruisers, we weren't really sure what type of stateroom to get, and we're really happy with our stateroom that has a balcony. But there were times when it was kind of useless, when there was a boat parked right next door and nothing to see. Fortunately, there's plenty of other space on the Viking Buri to relax. And I do mean really relax. Just how long is a Viking longship? Really, really long. In fact, we asked and were told it was 182 meters, which is about 200 yards. In other words, a Viking longship is about as long as 2 football fields. So here I go, I'm walking the length of the ship at our dock in Viviers, and it takes a while to walk from one end of the ship to the other. There, I finally made it. The ship's lounge was never filled up during the day until happy hour and the special events like the captain's toast or the nightly port briefing and the after-dinner entertainment with local musicians and friendly competition. Next morning, up again bright and early for another included excursion. Every day we return from an excursion to find our room tidied up. That's a nice perk. We also had the prepaid gratuity package, but tipped a little extra in cash for a few crew members who took especially good care of us. Frankly, all of the included tours exceeded my expectations, including a nighttime walk to the historic ruins in Vienne. I wasn't expecting much from the panoramic bus tour in Lyon, which can mean a boring bus ride. But this tour bus just gave us a lift to the main sites, and after some orientation from the guide, we were free to explore and shop on our own. The docking location put us right in the heart of France's third largest city and all of its residents. Our final included excursion was a wine tasting trip to a chateau in Beaujolais wine country and the town that is the heart of the winemaking region. It was a perfect ending to an adventure in France that was a huge contrast to my past bad experience with a big boat ocean cruise that felt overcrowded and rushed. Departure from the Viking Buri was just as organized as the rest of the trip, with passengers' luggage coded to coordinate with their onward journeys. So let's talk overall impression. First of all, you have to keep in mind that the average age of the passengers is retirement age, and any of the young adults that are here with their parents. So there's no wild parties, no children on the boat, so no activities for children. If you're looking for a cruise with awesome food and wine and cultural experiences and a relaxing way to spend your time, the Viking Longship might just be for you. Don't forget to subscribe to the Terry Anzur YouTube channel for more fun travel videos from all around the world. Thanks for watching, and don't be a stranger. Okay, here's the part of the trip that really sucked. After a week of being pampered on the Viking Longship and treated like royalty, I had to get back out and travel in the real world. Have you been on a Viking cruise? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe. Au revoir, merci.